interesting that you can pick the same bike that you're selling to other countries and sell it to a Pakistani consumer as well?
No, not at all. You see, one of the advantages of being part of Transition Holdings is the experience we bring in innovation, technology, and most important in manufacturing. Transition has always followed the philosophy of think globally, act locally.
Where does Pakistan stand in that entire landscape?
Pakistan right now actually still in the early stage, but we have seen a very good signs. Like we have noticed more and more local manufacturer has entered the industries.
What exactly brought you guys to Pakistan then? Why not another country?
Look at the numbers. In Pakistan, more than 30 million motorbikes are on the roads.
So when we speak of users, what kind of users does REVOO has?
Actually, REVOO provide multiple lineup for the Pakistan market. So every different series has different users.
Can you give us an example? What exactly in your bikes is designed for Pakistanis?
In Pakistan, the motorbike riders, they usually travel long distances. They carry more number of passengers as well. And most importantly, they have to ride on a variety of road conditions.
Assalamu alaikum and welcome to another episode of Startup Pakistan podcast. This is your host Yusra Hamid. Pakistan runs on two-wheelers. There are around 30 million, 3 crore motorbikes, but there has been something that's been changing in the past few years. You see a lot of EV bikes on the road now. REVOO has been one of the key names in this change, and today we have with us two people who are at the center of this brand and this entire change that's coming up. Kyle, hello. Let's start with you. Do you want to introduce yourself?
My name is Kyle, and I'm the country head of REVOO Pakistan.
Wonderful. And Naveed, you're the one who's actually selling these here. So tell us about your role as well.
Well, I'm glad to be here today. My name is Naveed, and I oversee sales and business development part at REVOO Pakistan.
One of the most critical roles, I think. So, Kyle, let's move to you first. Since you're in a new country, you moved here 2 years ago, I guess. How did it feel when you first came to Pakistan?
Well, I see a lot of motorcycle on the road and very few electric bike. And one more point, very few female riders.
Exactly.
Female is always the passenger rather than the riders.
Yes.
And but now I feel like Pakistan is at the turning point to shift from motorcycle bike to electric bike.
Exactly. I think we all have been seeing that change in the past few years. There was a boom of EV bikes. And like you rightly mentioned, a lot of females are riding the bikes now, thanks to EV. So, Naveed, you're the one who's actually on ground. You see a lot around consumer behavior, the market structure, and how it's evolving. What are the insights that you see on ground exactly?
Okay, so major thing is that Pakistan at a very critical stage right now. Because on the one hand, we are looking for cost-effective transportation modes where we can actually save the traveling costs. And on the other hand, since global warming is hitting Pakistan very badly, so we are looking for a cleaner energy as well. So this is where the electric bikes fits in. And most importantly, in Pakistani market where it's very volatile, the economic conditions for the most of the people, they are not very good. So people here are wanted to shift from petrol bikes to electric bikes. So this is the most important, and right now it's a more gap here in Pakistan. So more and more companies are coming in, and that's why REVOO is also here.
Yeah, while you mentioned that more and more companies are coming in, I see REVOO's name around as well. So Kyle, please tell us about REVOO and what is the brand exactly?
So REVOO is an international electric bike brand, and we are operating in over 10 countries currently.
So who is exactly the person behind the brand? Whose vision is it? Whose idea was it?
Yeah. REVOO is actually backed by Transition Holdings. It is a global group who have multiple industries. In Pakistan, we are very famous for the mobile industry. For example, Infinix Mobile and Techno Mobile. Yeah, we're from the same group.
Oh, that's wonderful. I think then that's very familiar for a lot of Pakistanis. That's the good thing. So you guys mentioned that it's in 250 plus stores. That's a huge expansion, especially for a country like Pakistan, who's just starting with this EV landscape. So tell us about the presence of your stores across the country.
Definitely, it's not easy to achieve that in just 2 years. Thanks to our local partners, we achieved this. So the journey is not easy. And during the journey, we have set, I think, a very good policy to support our partners and by the mutual effort, we have gained the trust of the consumers.
Exactly.
So with our partners and with the trust of consumers, we have achieved this.
So when you speak of the customers and earning the trust of the customers, I think understanding the need of customers is very important. So do you think that you can pick the same bike that you're selling to other countries and sell it to a Pakistani consumer as well?
No, not at all. You see, one of the advantages of being part of Transition Holdings is the experience we bring in innovation, technology, and most importantly, in manufacturing. Transition has always followed the philosophy of think globally, act locally. So REVOO does not simply bring products from China and launch in Pakistan. Instead, before launching, we do our extensive localized research where we try to understand our local riding requirements, our road conditions, and most importantly, what are the customer preferences. So these insights play a major role when we design and position our products in Pakistan.
Exactly. And I think for a country like Pakistan, where bikes belong to the class that's already struggling somehow financially, it's very important to be very specific in what you're providing to them. While you mentioned that you're catering to the local need, can you give us an example what exactly in your bikes is designed for Pakistanis?
Yeah, one of the great example is that how we have adopted our product lineup to match the local riding requirements. So when I say this, the local riding requirement is that you see in Pakistan, the motorbike riders they usually travel long distances. They carry more number of passengers as well, and most importantly, they have to ride on a variety of road conditions. Therefore, we after our research, we have adopted our products that give more practical mileage, that are more strong build quality, and most importantly, they give an best value for money for the people of Pakistan.
Yeah, I think that's one of the most integral things when you're bringing anything to Pakistan.
Yeah, exactly.
The economic benefit, like realistically. So we know that Pakistan has always had a very strong hold on petrol bikes, right? We also saw that people were very adamant on sticking to them, right? And they were very resistant to the change. What exactly brought you guys to Pakistan then? Why not another country?
Well, look at the numbers. In Pakistan, more than 30 million motorbikes are on the roads. In just last 1 year, around 2 million new motorbikes have been sold in Pakistan. So the number is huge.
That's wonderful. That's amazing growth.
Yes. And if you look at the stats, one out of almost every two households owns a motorbike here. So this is a country that runs on practically on two wheels. So you can see the potential. And if you look at the last year's numbers of electric bikes, so more than 90,000 electric bikes have been sold from the last 1 year, which is 191% of growth in just 1 year.
So when we're talking about such a massive growth, we know that you can't grow in an isolated way. You need support from the infrastructure, from the industry, and especially from the government. So just honestly tell us if the government is actually helping the industry. Is it facilitating? And if so, in what way?
Yeah. So when we see this much potential in the Pakistani market, at the same time, we see a lot of support from the government side as well. In recently, government has announced 100 billion support subsidy and to support the electric vehicles in Pakistan.
Let me add one point. Actually, the industry of electric bikes starts from one very important policy from government. In 2021, Pakistan government has decided to reduce the sales tax from 18% to 1% for electric bikes.
Exactly. That's wonderful.
Actually, that is the starting point of this industry in Pakistan. Yeah, thanks to our government in Pakistan.
Yeah, that's
very helpful.
That this change would not have been possible if we were not facilitated and subsidized. And government has its own. There's a PAVE program, so there's a lot of work.
Pakistan
going on.
government has this vision in this industry.
Yeah, I really hope that we stay on the same path and we can reach a point where manufacturing becomes a norm as well.
Yeah, the ultimate goal of Pakistan government is the Vision 2030. So by 2030, they are planning that 50% of these motorbikes should be electric.
Wonderful. Okay, so again, an honest opinion. Do you guys see that happening? Do you think that within 4 years we can see 50% EV bikes on the road? Is it possible?
Yeah, this is the critical part. where not only the government side, but from manufacturing side, for more and more companies, and especially from the end user side, everyone will have to play its part in this. So with this vision, with this support from government, and with more and more companies operating more responsibly, and at the same time the users who are adopting to these changing commuting rights, so this will help us to turn around the game. Otherwise, you see, when we compare with the global warming, so it's also a challenging for Pakistan. So we all have to play our role in this. If you say someone, only the government or the companies or the end user, they can do it in isolation, it cannot. You have to build a proper ecosystem that it's sustainable, that is long term, and that gives us more value.
Exactly. And Kyle, you've been in Pakistan for 2 years, and we all have seen the solar boom. We have seen how Pakistanis adopted solar, and that was pretty much on their own. It was surprising how it grew so fast. That exactly brings me to your point that it cannot happen just based on the government or the companies. The users will have to cooperate as well. So, when we speak of users, what kind of users does REVOO has?
Actually, REVOO provide multiple lineup for the Pakistan market. So every different series has different users. So we are providing Y series for the young generation, and we have A series and C series, and also E series and B series. So different series have different consumers.
All right. So you guys are talking about a full lineup that you have arranged different categories that are catering to different sets of people, different categories of people. So I would also want to know that, for example, if your Y series is for the youth, correct me if I'm wrong, what is it providing that aligns with the needs of the youth?
Okay, as I mentioned that based on our localized research, we have identified different riding requirements in Pakistan. Based on that, we have lined up our product into this series. When we talk about the Y series, it's mostly focuses on a easy riding in a shorter distances. When we talk about A and C series, these are mostly the multi-purpose brands where we not only cater the rural side, urban side as well, but also for the rural side as well. And when we talk about the E series, it's our most premium segment, and it's more stylish. It gives more power, more speed. And our B series, we have recently introduced in the Pakistani market, which is more focused on commercial and local household point of view as well, because it gives you more cargo carrying capacity.
I personally feel like you guys as a brand come off as very caring. You're facilitating every segment, you're trying to understand and cater to the need of every different group of people. And I really hope that the bikes and the products actually live up to the expectations and descriptions as well. But just hearing all of this, I get this understanding that it's very keenly designed to cater to everybody's needs. So you mentioned a lot of categories. Sometimes it's experimental for brands as well. They launch different categories and then they see which one gets more receptivity, right? So far, I'm sure that you guys would have understood that as well. So which one of these series or categories has gotten the most like reception or response so far?
Yes, this is important. If you talk about from all of our series, our A and C series, they have you can say attracted the more attention from not only from our dealer or trade segment as well, but from the end user also. And among these two series, our C series, because it is designed for a family purpose, for a multi-purpose usage, so the whole family can actually ride on it and they can enjoy depending upon their personalized needs as well. And one of the exciting addition to our C series is launching soon. That is C35 series.
So Naveed mentioned the C35 series, and I'm seeing a lot of it all over as well. Tell us about the series exactly.
Actually, C35 is built for Pakistan. So we do a lot of survey and designed originally from the Pakistan needs. So let me give you an example. We have a special function we call child lock. It will prevent the child when misoperation the bike and get the child hurt. Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. So usually we see that EVs are designed for sensitive use, just going for a grocery run. and hilly areas are unimaginable. So, what kind of technology are you guys integrating for that to become possible?
So just like Kyle mentioned that we are not only focusing on introducing such uh, customized feature, especially for the Pakistani market, but we are also more focused on giving a more stronger build quality products in Pakistani market. And for to do this, we are having a number of tests. For example, vibration test, durability test, and bump test, and also the anti-corrosion test. So these tests enable us that we are sure that we are giving a right product to the right consumers. And also going forward, we will launch the videos of these tests on our social media pages. So the end user will see for itself that actually they are getting a right product for themselves.
So, Naveed, speaking of durability and toughness in the bike, we cannot not speak of batteries, right? So you guys offer different kinds of battery options as well.
So our C35 series, we are launching in both the options with the graphene batteries as well as in the lithium batteries. So the idea is that this bike should fit all the possible riding scenarios in Pakistan. It should give the family a very reliable, a very easy and convenient rides. So this idea and this product lineup is a very prominent product that we are launching very soon.
Wonderful. And again, I'm going to go back to the tests that you mentioned because Pakistanis are very difficult to convince, right? So the tests, they'll have to see them. They'll have to, trust you fully in order to adopt it. What kind of tests are these? You mentioned durability and other tests. Tell us about those.
So I will not say Pakistanis are tough to be convinced. I believe that seeing is believing should be there, and once a company is claiming something, it should be backed by proper results. So all these tests are being performed on international standards, and so as I mentioned that we will be launching and showing the videos of these tests being performed, and the customer will see itself that what are the actual results and how this fits in their proper daily commuting patterns.
Okay, wonderful. So we understand the bike is wonderful. It's fully suited for a Pakistani family and consumer. How can one get it?
Yeah, that's most interesting part. The official launching is planned around mid of July, but we will this time we will have a pre booking that will start in the early July as well. So what customer can do, they can visit our official website and also visit our more than 250 showrooms pan Pakistan and to get the bike reserved for them. And so it will give them a priority delivery when we will officially launch it.
That's wonderful. And can you just mention the pre-booking date once again so it's clear for everybody?
Yeah, so official launching date is mid July, but pre launching we will start from early July.
Wonderful, wonderful. That's very exciting. So we have understood the product. I'm personally pretty much convinced that REVOO is going to do wonderful in the EV landscape. But let's talk about the industry in general. Most of the companies, the EV brands are emerging from China. China has been one of the leading countries to rule this entire change. How did that come about? How did that happen?
Yeah, the electric bike industry from China actually started from the 1980s, but only during the last 2 decades it started to booming. Until now, there are more than 250 million electric bikes are running in the China roads. Yeah, 250 million there. And that quantity is almost 90% of the whole world.
That's even like majority, not even majority. That almost seems like all the EV bikes are running on the roads of China. But where does Pakistan stand in that entire landscape?
Yeah, Pakistan right now actually still in the early stage. But we have seen a very good signs. Like we have noticed more and more local manufacturer has entered the industries. For example, the frame and tire and also controller and so many other parts. Means the industry, the supply chain start to build. So we believe in a few years, the ecosystem of the local manufacturer will be mature.
I think things start looking pretty for the economy as well once you see local manufacturing happening. So we all have our fingers crossed for that. So Naveed, you're seeing everything from a ground level. It's changing a lot of things in terms of supply chain, jobs. So what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah. So the real momentum had just begun. As I mentioned, more and more potential is there, more and more companies are coming. So the whole supply chain and the product development and the changing user patterns, they all are changing right now. So we are also playing our part very well into this. And we do understand, and with the more developments, our ecosystem will be more stronger and more flexible. And apart from selling the bikes, we are more focused on our doing our own R&D. We're more focused on a more localized needs requirement that we fulfill in the future. And most importantly, we are more and more focused on the after sales part as well. So this is the one thing that customer will eventually need, and we are more focused, we are more customized solution we are giving to this.
That's very amazing to hear. So it almost feels like that you guys are not just focused on selling bikes, you're building an entire industry in Pakistan.
Yeah, exactly. The new technology doesn't simply replace what exists. It helps to improve it, and it helps the local supply chain to move on forward.
All right, so we're saying that the growth of EV industry is actually encouraging other local companies to electrify the vehicles as well, right?
Yes, just C35 is really built for Pakistan. And our mission is here to observe the local needs and trying to develop a product to meet that needs. And one more point is we are here for the long term. We're not just here to selling our product. We're here to working with our local partners to build the ecosystem, to contribute to the whole industry.
And that's amazing.
So you see, our priority is simple. We are launching reliable products with dependable service, and our C35 launch is a exact testament of this. So, and we will keep on improving both our product range, also our after sales service.
Okay, so while we conclude this, is there anything that you'd want to share about the company or your vision with the audience?
So as you see that we are taking this business very seriously and we are here for the longer term. So apart from selling the bikes, we are also actively focused on developing our after sales network, starting from the developing our service centers, spare parts availability, but also giving a customer a very good riding experience as well. So a final comment for the end user will be our C35 launch is around the corner. So whenever it is available in the market, just visit our showrooms, see it for yourself, and get it for yourself.
Okay, Kyle. So when we speak of REVOO, how is it different from other EV brands?
Yeah, as REVOO, we observe the consumer's needs. Let me give you an example. The first year we came here, we have observed that in Pakistan roads, there are many speed breaker and there are many bumping roads. So the requirement for the ground clearance is much higher than the China market. And most of the other brands, they are just importing. So the ground clearance still the China standard. So we as REVOO to observe this. So we have upgrade our product to suit such scenarios.
Wonderful. I think that's one of the most important sensitive things for a Pakistani rider. Other than this, Naveed, what do you think the experience of riding an EV bike would feel like?
Yep. Most of the riders here in Pakistan, they have petrol bikes, and they feel that they are more stronger build quality. So when they try to search for an electric bike, they have same expectation from it. And that's where REVOO comes forward. Our products are more reliable, more durable, and more stronger build quality. At the same time, we give them a very convenient customer experience, a riding experience compared to petrol bike. So that's what where REVOO comes forward. We are providing our customers more stronger build qualities, and at the same time, we are giving them more convenient riding experience compared to petrol bikes.
Wonderful. That's amazing. All right. So after listening to all of this, if you're not going to go for a C35, I'd be shocked, given that all the expectations that they've created, the bikes, the product's going to come up to all of them. Early July is the date. You guys go ahead, get your pre-bookings done. And the best part is that the stores are available in 250 plus locations in Pakistan. Thank you so much, both of you, for giving all the details, enlightening us about the product and sharing your insights on the industry as well.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.